Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we will discuss one of the hottest issues in Philippine Navy modernization, the possible transfer of 6 Abukuma-class escort destroyers from Japan. Many are curious, will these ships arrive fully armed, or will they simply be empty hulls that Manila will need to modify? Let's dig deeper. Reports indicate that Tokyo and Manila are in talks regarding the transfer of the Abukuma-class destroyers as part of their deepening security relationship. This transfer is seen as a symbolic gesture from Japan in support of the Philippines amid rising regional tensions, particularly in the West Philippine Sea. However, the public should not expect the ships to arrive fully armed. Based on Japanese export regulations and standard transfer practices, offensive or sensitive weapons systems are typically disarmed first. This means that Harpoon missiles, ASROC launchers, and even failing CIWS will likely be removed. As a reminder, the Abukuma-class destroyers were built in the late 1980s to early 1990s as coastal escort vessels. Initially, they were armed with Harpoon anti-ship missiles, 8-cell ASROC Type 74 launchers, lightweight torpedo tubes, and 20mm phalanx CIWS. Within the context of the JMSDF, these vessels are positioned as multi-purpose escorts for anti-submarine and point defense operations. If the transfer actually occurs, the Philippines will likely receive only the hull and basic sensors. High-value weapons systems, especially those from the United States, are typically prohibited from being retransferred without Washington's permission. This leaves the Philippine Navy facing additional costs to restore the vessel's combat capability. Interestingly, the Philippine Department of Defense, led by Gilberto "Jibo" Teodoro, has not officially confirmed this acquisition. Circulating information describes the talks as being in the exploratory stage, with the Navy still needing to inspect the condition of the vessels and determine what needs to be replaced. One important point is the use of funds. Because this transfer is categorized as a second-hand ship procurement and not an AFP modernization program project, the repair costs will be drawn from the Navy's Annual General Appropriations Act, GAA. This means that repair and rearmament costs could eat into other operational budgets. Let's look at realistic weapons replacement options. For anti-ship missiles, a reasonable candidate is the South Korean-made SSM-700K Sea Star. This missile is relatively inexpensive, already in service with the Philippines, and can be retrofitted with launcher modifications. For short-range air defense, a replacement for the retired phalanx CIWS could be a Turkish system like the Aselsan Gökdeniz, or a lightweight missile-based solution like MBDA's Simbadar-C with Mistral missiles. This choice depends on funding availability, combat system integration, and preference for cannon-based or short-range missiles. In the anti-submarine sector, the biggest challenge is replacing the ASROC. This system is unique because it uses specialized magazine launchers that are not easily interchangeable. The most realistic alternative for the Philippines is to maximize the South Korean Blue Shark lightweight torpedoes already in service with the PN, coupled with upgrades to hull sonar, towed arrays, and ASW helicopter support. However, any new integration is not cheap. Installing missiles, torpedoes, and even CIWS requires re-engineering of the fire control system, power adjustments, cooling, and crew training. In addition to the cost of the weapons, the cost of spare parts and long-term maintenance will also add to the financial burden. Operational-wise, even though they are equipped with only lightweight torpedoes and simple point defense systems, the Abukuma-class vessels will still enhance the Philippines' patrol and anti-submarine operations capacity. Their presence will expand the fleet's scope, although they cannot be compared to modern frigates like the Jose Rizal class. Trilateral or multilateral cooperation options remain. Japan, South Korea, and even the United States could offer subsidies, grants, or joint integration packages to reduce costs. International reports indicate that Tokyo is open to such assistance schemes to ensure the transfer complies with export regulations while strengthening the capacity of regional partners. In short, the Philippines will likely only receive the hulls and basic sensors of these vessels. To restore full combat capability, the Navy will need to allocate significant funds from the GAA. A realistic priority would likely be anti-submarine and short-range air defense systems, followed by anti-ship missiles if additional funding is available. The question now is, what should the Philippine Navy prioritize? Should it focus on anti-ship missiles, short-range air defense systems, or anti-submarine capabilities? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the latest Philippine defense modernization. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.